Wait a minute.
Apres. I don't know how you say Apres, you said? Apres All.
Oh, guys, we were, like, you could see us for close out, re-enter the key. We were on, like, you guys could actually see us.
Yeah.
Live now. Okay, we're live now. We're live now.
Places, everybody. Lights. Tuck, that's your part. I don't know what happens after the lights.
All right. Well, hello, everyone, and sorry about the technical issues. I'm Tuck.
And I'm Chelsea.
And we are thrilled to now officially be bringing you our first ever puzzle hangout.
Yes, we're so excited, and I'm so happy to be seeing in the chat that you guys see us. Thank you so much for waiting. We have been eagerly watching the chat and getting excited to see you. And so
we have seen all the locations that you guys are from, some
yes.
chats, and are excited to actually be with you guys.
Yeah, and so we are excited for this first ever Ravensburger Puzzle Hangout because we love puzzles, even though we're not probably the best at them, I would say. Tuck gets a little frustrated where I find them very relaxing. But thankfully, you are not here to watch us.
Yeah, so we have a list of awesome characters from all kinds of social media. So I'd like to introduce first Nate, our product manager from our own Ravensburger puzzle team. Nate, what puzzle will you be working on today?
Today we'll be puzzling a beautiful 150-piece kids puzzle of wolves.
Ooh, very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice. And then we also have some amazing puzzlers with us as well that will be puzzling. And so we have Karen, and you can find her on Instagram at Karen Puzzles. What puzzle will you be doing, Karen?
Hi, everyone. I am doing this beautiful skiing themed puzzle called Apres All Day. Apres All Day. I don't speak French, I'm sorry. It's 500 pieces, and they're actually really large pieces, so this is really great.
Nice, I love it. We also have Tammy, and you can find Tammy on Instagram at tamelephant_puzzles. And which one are you?
Hey, everyone. I am doing the Cozy Retreat 500-piece puzzle.
Nice.
All right, we also have Meli, who can be find on Instagram, Puzzle Nonstop. Hey, Meli.
Hello, everybody. I'm doing the same as Karen, the Apres All Day. And yes, as what she said, it's very nice, very wintry, very Christmas with the snowman. So I'm excited.
Yeah, perfect on theme. Love it.
All right. And then we also have Fabien, and you can find him on Instagram at the Jigsaw Solver. And what are you doing today?
Hi. I'm also doing the Cozy Retreat, which is, in my opinion, the perfect setup to do a puzzle like in a cozy chalet and with snow outside, a warm fire inside, and some candles. Yeah, and they're also very large pieces, which is going to make the task easier or more fun.
Wonderful.
And then last but not least, we have Bonds from Twitch and Instagram from the Bonzinator.
Woo! Good to see everyone in chat. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining, puzzling with us. I am going to be doing Camper Perspective, which is the big 1000. Let's go!
Very nice. Very
I love
ambitious.
it. And then before we kind of get started, I do just want to remind you guys that there is a giveaway going on right now. And so you guys can head over to the Ravensburger Twitter page. And there are 3 ways that you can enter to win. And so first, you're going to want to follow Ravensburger. You're going to want to retweet our giveaway post and or like our Ravensburger post in order to enter to win the Craft Cupboard puzzle.
Excellent. So we'll be talking kind of more about that. But other than that, we've got some time. We're going to let our puzzlers kind of start working on puzzles. We've got some questions and some surprises up with us.
Yeah, and then you guys are being awesome in the chat. And so if you want to answer some of those questions as well, or if you have questions, please feel free, and we will try and get to them and also share. All right. It looks like everyone has maybe started their puzzle now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the beginning of puzzles. It starts off as chaos and you kind of work your way towards something a little bit more recognizable.
Yeah, there is that kind of nice feeling of accomplishment when you do put in kind of like a piece.
Absolutely.
And you find its match. Very nice. And I see someone just finished the Cozy Retreat 1000 on Sunday. That's awesome.
Yeah, very impressive. I'm impressed by the 1,000-piece puzzles. That's Chelsea's favorite kind of level.
Yes.
But I find it intimidating to start on.
Yeah.
So.
And so with that, I mean, for our puzzlers, what is your favorite level, or what's your favorite piece count if you had your choice? What's your
If I have to choose, I think 1,000 is the perfect size because it's not too large, not too small, and maybe take some time to do it and you really enjoy it. That's my choice.
I like 1,000-piece puzzles too. I also think the reason why I like it is because there's a lot of options as well.
About ways to kind of tackle it?
No, just like choices, variety. I feel like puzzle companies tend to make the most 1,000-piece puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people in chat are agreeing too. I'm seeing a lot of thousands,
yeah.
And then a couple 2,000s as well.
Yeah. Has anyone
I would say right in the middle. I would say if I have a full day where all I have to do is the puzzle, a 1,500 is like the perfect amount.
Oh, I like that. I haven't tried one of those yet, like a 1,500. I am very intrigued though by the giant Ravensburger Disney one that's like 48,000. Has anyone done that yet?
Intimidating.
Well, I just finished it and I'm running into a very common problem, which is that with my laptop on the table, I don't have room for the entire puzzle, which everyone in my video comments always yells at me for. So it's happening again.
I would have to say someone in chat was like, Bonds should have snagged the 24-piece one. And I'm going to have to agree. I think that's my level here.
I love it.
I also love, for those of us that we can kind of see, I love the spaces, you know. So Karen, you kind of mentioned not quite having enough room. I'm looking at Nate and
very small table.
Tiniest table I've ever seen.
This is perfectly designed for the puzzling experience, guys. Perfectly. Handcrafted furniture.
Then on the other hand, we have Fabien, who has a gorgeous, huge table with plenty of space to work.
It's actually my usual dining table. So we have supper and meals here. But like I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fit that with all my other setup, because the puzzle is actually pretty big. And to answer the question of like the size, that's the best. I think 1,000 is also the best. 2,000 gets a little bit too much pieces, and then after that you run into the problem of not having enough space for the puzzle. So I'm always intrigued with like bigger puzzles, but I always try to wonder where I'm going to do them, like on the floor, or like am I going to use an entire room just to do that during like 5 months or so?
Exactly.
So I always check like the big videos online, like doing a 400,000 piece puzzle, and then it's that dude that did it during 1 year, and he used like all his house to do it.
Oh, goodness.
That's amazing.
I
do love this. I see this in the chat. It says, if there isn't a risk of the puzzle not fitting, are you even a hardcore puzzler? And I kind of agree. I'm really bad. I will kind of like what Fabien's doing. I will take over our dining room table, but then we have to like eat our meals on top of the puzzle because I like refuse to break it down, and it takes me way too long to finish them.
So the solution to that, Bonds, talk to us about your cardboard. Is that for being able to move around?
It is. This cardboard here is very, very expensive. I found it by my trash can today, and by the recycling bin, I'm sorry. And I cut it with a knife, and then I duct taped it together, and now I have a puzzle board.
Nice. I love it. I also see in the chat, I take 2 large 4x6 foam boards and tape the middle together, and then either have a 4x puzzle board or a folded out 4x12 puzzle board. It's awesome and cheap. So if you guys are looking for some puzzle board ideas.
Yeah, I love do it yourself.
Yeah.
Things.
Also, I highly recommend Ravensburger has the most amazing puzzle and go thing. Have you guys tried this? I love the roll up puzzle and go. Have my puzzlers tried it? Oh,
That makes me nervous. I've not tried it yet.
Oh, it's amazing. I love it so much. I highly recommend it. I got one for my mother-in-law for Christmas, and we started a puzzle, and then we rolled it up, and we took it to church, and we got all together. We're like, all right, we have a puzzle. Let's do this. So
wait, your church allows you to do puzzles?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
There it is right there, the stow and go. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Now, what I'm saying, if you all get that and we get that giant Disney puzzle, we could all do a part of it and then just mail it to each other. Ideas.
That would be a good idea. and then you would have to write 100,000 times, please handle with care.
Yes. Yes. All right, so we've kind of heard about like your favorite number of puzzle pieces. What is kind of some of your favorite themes? Or what's your favorite theme or maybe your favorite kind of artwork to puzzle?
Yeah, like when you're looking for one, what makes you go, yeah, I want to do that one?
Yeah, what draws you to a puzzle?
I start like,
oh, never mind.
I love art puzzles. I usually start the Instagram account doing that, but then I saw so many cool puzzles around from other puzzlers. So now I love the colorful ones or whatever. Now for Christmas, I love Christmas themes. So it depends on the time of the year I'm changing. So.
Nice. Thank you, Meli. I love that. Bonds.
I like puzzles that have to do with board games. So, or some video games. So one that I was actually working on this past weekend is of a picture of Animal Crossing, and you have like your little Animal Crossing villager or character with the other villagers in the neighborhood on the island, and I thought that was so cool. And I got it at a board game shop too. So I love puzzles like that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I love that. That sounds fun, a board game puzzle.
Yeah.
We would be into that, I feel like.
Definitely. Kind of combines the two favorites.
Yeah, the two favorites. All right. Nate, what about you?
I am a sucker for Star Wars.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Now you need just a Grogu puzzle and you'll be all good to go.
Oh, Chelsea, spoilers for those. Wait, it's already been a week. Never mind.
Yeah, I feel like.
I think we're past the spoilers, yeah.
Sorry.
What?
No one's seen that. Nothing.
Nothing.
Karen, what about you?
Baby
What's
Yoda
your
moving on.
favorite?
I mean, I don't know anything about Star Wars, so what you just said literally means nothing to me. But I like to do like rainbow puzzles, anything with where I can sort like a gradient of colors before I even start putting it together. I mean, if only because it photographs really well for Instagram. And then it's also fun, you know.
I love that. Tammy.
I also like colorful rainbow puzzles as well, because I like doing puzzles with chunks of color in certain areas. It's more relaxing that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
And then,
you've been working on like one like that. It's got a nice sky.
Yeah.
That has a good gradient to it.
yeah, I recently, Tuck actually recently, because he knows that I love puzzles, just picked me a nice day to night kind of puzzle, and that's been really cool. That's my first time doing that. Normally, I did see a couple of people say Disney is their favorite theme in the chat, especially Meeple Disney. I love that. And I agree. We have a couple Disney ones behind us. I like the villainous Disney puzzles as well.
We've seen that as well. Some of the villainous
Yeah.
puzzles, just to be able to kind of see some of the pictures and highlights of different movies. Yeah.
Yeah, and all those frames. Oh my gosh, those are probably the one thing that I struggle with the most, are all those frames. And then Fabien, what is your favorite artwork, or what draws you to pick a puzzle?
I would say puzzles that have no artwork. So I recently did the 3 crypt puzzles.
Yes.
So the black the golden and the silver one, and those were really a blast to do. They were really fun, really challenging because you have nothing to work with except shapes, and that's where you really challenge yourself as a pro puzzler. But I mean, everything that's minimalist or like very simple, or I especially like Christmas puzzles too. So the Cozy Retreat was just perfect. Yeah.
Awesome.
But I've seen that there's supposed to be a pink crypt. Is that true? Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. If so,
Hypothetically, be on the lookout in 2021.
I would like to have one, please, for Christmas.
So there might have been a small little like spoiler for 2021,
and our Ravensburger product manager.
I know. And then also with that, just saying, if you guys stick around till the very end, there might be a couple more spoilers or sneak peeks that Nate might be dropping.
Yeah,
maybe.
So I think one of my big questions, especially kind of since, just talking about some of the things that we like to look at. My question is, do you guys look at the picture or not? Because I always look at the picture.
I'm a believer of not looking at the picture, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta know what you're working towards. But I know a few of you guys have mentioned that, you want to look for the swaths of color and things like that. I feel like you gotta know what you're working towards, okay?
So far, I'm winning in the chat. Don't look at the box.
Really? You don't look at the box, okay?
So what about y'all, our puzzlers? Do you look at the artwork or not? The box or not?
Usually I try to not to, but when I feel struggle, I start speaking a little bit and cheating a little bit.
She called it cheating. Okay, all right.
Well, I agree with Tuck. I feel like I always look at the box, or I usually do, because I need to know what I'm working towards,
Yeah.
I agree. Thank you.
I feel like it
all right, we're pretty tight.
How much of a challenge you want. Like sometimes I'll look if I just need to get it done quickly if I'm filming and I don't want to be filming all day. But if I have a full day and it's, I'm not doing anything else, then I might as well take my time with it.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm on the one side. Tax Haven Junkie is exactly where I am. I use a magnifying glass on the box picture because you got to see. I know that this exists. I just need to know exactly where it fits. That's my favorite piece.
Now, the question is, Fabien, do you look at the box art, especially when you're doing those crypt puzzles, which are all just one color?
I can guarantee that looking at the box won't help you. I've actually solved the 3 crypts without looking at the answer sheet.
Oh, nice.
And they all took me 10, 12, and 14 hours each. So they were very long and very intense puzzling experiences. But looking at the artwork wouldn't help you very much in that case.
Yeah.
Is that something that you do kind of all in one sitting, or is that a step away and come back to it?
I did them in one time. Yeah.
Wow.
So
oh my
it's
God.
I have a stopwatch. I started and then I puzzle all the way through.
Wow.
And then I just stop. And it's very intense. Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but our puzzlers.
I don't recommend that.
Inspiring me. I don't know. You're inspiring me. I feel like I need to try this.
Try it and don't stop and don't eat until you're not finished.
It gives you an incentive to finish.
Yeah. So the black one I did during 3 days, I think. And then the 2 other ones I did a full straight puzzling nonstop. No coffee, just maybe I stopped for 5 minutes just to have a glass of water.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it. I feel like I need to now try one of these crypt puzzles. I feel like, I don't know. I got to try it though.
Yeah, they're hard.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see. The silver crypt took me 3 starts before I got it done.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah, so they have like two, the silver and the black one has two main patterns, but the golden one actually has three. So there's a center pattern, exterior, interior pattern, and then the real exterior pattern. And you can't do the borders because the borders don't like snap together. So
I am
there's
blown away by this.
there's no way to start the puzzle. Like you can't start with the border, you can't start with the inside, and it's just a mess. And it's the one that has the less amount of pieces. So I assumed it was going to be easy, but it was the hardest one.
Yeah, they tricked you.
Yeah.
Good.
It sounds both very exciting, fulfilling, and maddening all at once.
Yes.
But man, you must have felt so good after finishing that, just being like,
Yeah.
I can beat this.
Yeah, I remember reading the question or preparing for the word that describes my last piece pudding, and I was not sure if it was like either satisfaction or relief, but one of those two for the crypt puzzle for sure. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then I see that Tammy is showing off some of her progress, which is really awesome. I love that. She just kind of lowered to show off some of that. We also have Karen's progress as well, and Bond's, and Nate's. We can't forget Nate's progress.
Is everyone else doing a little like celebration dance whenever they get a piece? I'm definitely doing that. Like you do a little like, it's like in golf, you get that, or the tennis, you win the round, you just, yes, there it is.
I want to see like a full football like touchdown, like when like the border's finished or something, like a full dance.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Tammy, can you remind us again which puzzle that you are working on? A
This
little
is
cat
the
Amy
cozy.
would like to know.
This is Cozy Retreat. It's a 500 large piece format puzzle.
Nice, nice, very very cool. Oh, perfect. And Ravensburger Digital also shared that.
Yeah, so I would love to know, let's kind of talk about strategy on this, because I'm looking at Karen, I'm looking at Tammy, and it looks like they've stopped doing the edges and are now maybe colors.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want us to jump in?
Yes, please. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I did the edge first, and then we've got this big like patchwork section, which was very apparent. I don't know if you can see that. And
Yeah,
then we had this other like texture, and now I've moved on to the green chair, I think. Here's what the picture looks like. So I'm kind of in this area right now.
Nice. Okay.
And since the pieces are so big, it's just going together really quickly.
Nice. I like that. And then, Meli, I believe you're working on the same puzzle that Karen's working on. So do you have a different strategy?
I think it's the same. I try to do the edges first, but then if I see some colors together, I try to start working on that part. Like the chair, it's very distinctive. It's green, and I'm trying to do that. If I find the green, I said, oh, that's it. So I try to put together. I don't know if you can see it. We'll try to move maybe the camera a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
perfect. Yeah. Very nice.
It's a little, all the pieces around now, but.
It's looking good. Looking good. All right, Fonz, what is your strategy when you are working on the puzzle?
So when I organize the puzzle, I organize everything by pattern. Because what I like about this picture is that it actually has a lot of images. You can kind of see the dog there. I'm working on the compass pillow right now, which is pretty easy. And then the pattern right here is really unique compared to the other photo or the rest of the photo. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I couldn't find all the edge pieces, so I kind of just gave up on it for now.
I like it.
Yep.
And then Tammy, what is your strategy? And then you also had something really cool that you were showing off earlier when you kind of sorted your pieces.
Oh, you mean these things
Yes.
right here?
Yes.
Single box.
So these are the sorting trays. I actually have 4 packs of them, and each pack I believe comes with 5 or 6 trays. So these are my favorite because you can stack them.
So smart. See, I need that with
And-
my Stow and Go.
Is it okay if I ask for help?
Yes. That's the kind of help I'm here for.
Yeah. Hello.
Tammy, that's awesome. So, so I'm guessing those trays work in with your strategy. Do you have any other kind of strategy when you tackle a puzzle?
Well, usually I'll do the edges first. But today, for some reason, I decided to do this part first because I think the color was really distinct, and that was probably the easiest part of the puzzle, in my opinion. So that's why I started with this part.
Yeah.
And then I went back to my usual strategy of doing the border.
Nice. Love that. All right. So we saw that Fabien used like kind of help from a friend. So what other strategies?
He didn't help much, but he helps with my entertainment.
Yes, absolutely. Emotional support.
Yes, exactly. So
my cats try to help, but they lay on the puzzle.
yeah, and then they screw it all up and you have to start over. So I don't have a very distinct strategy. I try always to start with the border, but now I'm just trying to do a little bit of everything at the same time. So when I get stuck with something, I just quickly go and do something else just to not lose time. And so I work with obvious colors and what I can put together very quickly. Yeah. And then work my way through with that.
So I know that today, right now, we've got some, and Chelsea mentioned it earlier, it's the docile tones of puzzle pieces.
Yes.
And I really enjoy it. It sounds kind of calming, especially where we are. It's been kind of a rainy day, and so that kind of works as well. But I would love to know, what do you guys do? You have music going on? Do you just kind of think your own thoughts?
Yeah.
So, like Nate, what I know you're working on a very intense puzzle.
So
what
yeah.
do you kind of work on or listen to?
I think I'm usually not listening to music. The last couple puzzles, I wasn't trying to speed run it, but I was like so focused on getting it, and it was also a 200-piece panorama puzzle, Star Wars puzzle. But I was like, I'm so in the zone. But I'm thinking right now, like, do I turn on the Christmas music? But I also want to hear what everybody's saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So really quick, just want to remind everyone that the giveaway, there is a giveaway going on right now, so you can get your hands on your own puzzle. And so what you're going to want to do is head over to the Ravensburger Twitter page, and there are 3 ways that you can enter to win. And so you'll want to follow Ravensburger, you'll want to retweet the giveaway post, and or like the Ravensburger post in order to enter to win the craft covered puzzle. So just want to remind you guys that that's going on right now. It is live, and so if you are loving watching all these puzzles happen with these puzzlers, definitely enter the giveaway and get maybe your own copy of one of these puzzles.
I just want to chime in and say that I have the craft covered puzzle at my parents' house, and I would do it every Christmas when I would go home. So it's one of my favorites. So everyone should enter to win that one.
Ooh, I love that. Thank you, Karen.
It's a classic.
And then also, I do want to kind of add, so Tuck did ask, we're going to go back to that question of do you listen to music? And Nate started us off with maybe Christmas music while puzzling.
Yeah,
but I did also see a great question in the chat. I believe it was from a little cat 88 asked also favorite snacks while puzzling. So I feel like those go together. So
Coffee.
what is your music? What is your snack while you're puzzling? I heard coffee, Fabien.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Definitely coffee for the crypt. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, coffee or a light tea.
Ooh, popcorn. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah,
please.
for me it's coffee because I don't like to eat on top of the puzzle, so I just drink coffee. And usually I do puzzles at night. That is when I have time. So
And
I
the
need
coffee
to
doesn't keep you up?
decaf.
Okay.
Yep.
Decaf.
Very nice. All right, so we got some coffee and tea. So far, no No snacks, really. Besides like popcorn and goldfish, I'm seeing that in the chat. Some cookies.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm.
Well, my perfect day would be to wake up super early, get right to work on the puzzle at like 7 a.m. So I would just say whatever I was having for breakfast while I work on the puzzle.
Okay. I like
Starter.
that.
Yeah. Ons, what about you?
I'm not really someone to eat because I don't eat while I play board games, so I don't eat while I do puzzles because it's all hands on. So I agree with Tammy on that one. But I do like drinking like a hot chai or something.
Ooh,
Yeah. And then for music, actually what I've been doing is I've been going on Disney Plus and rewatching Disney movies that I've already seen and like, like Finding Dory or Monsters Inc. or something. So I'll just have it on the TV and then I'll do the puzzle right there. And that way I get to rewatch some of the Disney favorites and do puzzle at the same time.
Yeah.
I love
Especially
that.
for some of those Disney themed puzzles. How fun would that be to just kind of match what you're doing with what you're watching in the background?
Yeah.
What if you tried to finish the puzzle by the time the movie ended and it had to match the theme of the movie?
I think that would stress me out, but that sounds great. Although I did see Bond's, Meeple Disney said ramen is what you like to eat during puzzling. Is that not true?
I think ramen is kind of just what I eat because I can't really cook. So ramen is my go-to before streaming.
I love it.
People, you troll.
They called you out.
Yeah. What the heck?
Tammy, how about you? Music or snacks during puzzling?
So I usually wake up super early and puzzle with my coffee. That's my puzzling time. It's first thing in the morning. So I don't have food with that. It's just coffee and quiet and puzzling.
Yeah, I like that. And I do see, it seems to also kind of be a theme of, I forget to eat while puzzling. I can go 8 hours at a time. Yeah. I feel you.
Especially that goes with what Fabien was saying as far as sometimes you don't even allow yourself to eat until you get things all taken care of.
Yes.
Well, I did, to be honest. But like,
not the
just to
usual
eat.
go-to.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have a good question to ask after everyone's answered the music question and the snack question.
I think we have all snacks. It sounds like mostly drinks or beverages. So what about music? Do you guys like to listen to music while puzzling or something else?
Recently, I've started listening to podcasts when I puzzle.
All right. What's your favorite?
I tried to listen. I started listening to the Happiness Lab.
Oh,
have you heard of that?
I've heard it mentioned, so I like that.
Yeah, it's done by a professor from Yale, and she talks about the science of happiness and ways backed by real science how you can improve your life by being more mindful and happier.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I would guess that puzzling is one of those things that
of mindfulness,
just kind of mindfulness and quietness for a little while.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I see a lot of people team podcasts. Yeah.
Podcasts and
I'm actually the same. I'm a big podcast listener while I puzzle, or an audiobook. I see that from Puzzling Pediatrician. Pediatrician, I love that name. I'm a big audiobook person too. Although smooth jazz or oldies, ooh, that would be good too.
Yeah, I usually do audiobooks too. It's like in the background and quiet and with my headphones and puzzle, and it's my favorite time ever.
I love that. Yeah, with a good cup of coffee or a good cup of tea or chai.
Mm-hmm. I can ask for more.
Very nice. We are getting some progress from Tammy, looking really great. Has kind of that window starting to show.
Love it. Nate, we're seeing some good progress on the edges.
Tuck, we're taking our time, you know. We're gonna have a nice flow of this. Oh wait, it's 8:41. Oh my god, I gotta keep going. Oh boy.
I see. We listen to Karen Puzzles. That's what they like to listen to while puzzling. I love that. So shout out to Karen Puzzles.
I love that. Thank you.
I might mess up this name. I'm so sorry. From Swellston 300.
All right. So I would love, kind of as we're kind of talking about puzzling and things like that. So from our developer, Nate, we kind of talked about artwork and different people's preferences. When you are choosing artwork to go, what kind of things do you look for?
Yeah.
It can be two avenues. So usually what we try to do is actually brief images. So we'll talk to an artist and say, hey, we have this theme idea based on what we know puzzlers like, or we're starting to see, hey, this looks like a theme that's going to be emerging. We'll reach out to an artist, sometimes ones that we've worked with or new ones, and say, this is what we have in mind for this, and work through them that way. And then sometimes we just get a piece that comes to us and we say, it's perfect, because puzzles have a certain criteria. It's like, often what I'll use as an example, a nice photograph of a beach scene looks really nice as a photograph, but when you think about it as a puzzle, you think about all that blue sky and you want to go crazy. So it's if you go down the brief avenue, it's kind of what we want it to be, because we know we have that puzzle vision. Or if we get art from, especially an artist we've worked with before, sometimes it's like, yep, you got it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, so you have not only just pictures that you're getting, but you also have artists that you kind of trust to be able to do good photos for puzzles.
Yeah, because it can often be a rigorous process in like adjusting stuff, because you got to think, what we will tell artists is, imagine if you were to divide your image up into 500 or 1,000 pieces. Each of those pieces has to look really unique and really nice, because puzzlers are looking at, you're not looking at it from afar. You're looking real up close to see what's going on here. So you don't want a bunch of pieces that all look the same. They want to be interesting. Puzzling's a super up close and kind of intimate experience. So we want the artwork to have a nice feeling of like, whoa, cool, look at this piece. All right, I know where this goes, but also have that level of challenge. So it's like balancing composition and also thinking about the puzzling process when we're getting and working with artists.
So
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us in on that.
Yeah, things that you don't really think about when you're grabbing a puzzle, maybe, to start. So speaking of kind of puzzles, Nate, and while we kind of have you having the floor, I do see a couple people asking in the chat, like, is there a preview on those 2021 puzzles? Is there any sneak peeks?
Any info you could
Anything
give us?
exciting that you could share for 2021?
Yeah, so what I can do is I can actually show a quick snapshot of the process we went through with a kids puzzle. And so this was only 3 stages, but it really, I think this one took maybe 10 or 12 rounds, and it wasn't anything on the artist. It was just really trying to push the detail. And this is even for a kids puzzle. So I'll show you. This is what the original sketch was.
Oh, yeah.
So it starts off really simple with just an idea of looking at a theme that's successful, like construction, and then even thinking, okay, what's the next level of that? Because you have a lot of construction puzzles. So the next stage we were thinking about successful themes for kids puzzles is construction vehicles in space.
Oh, that's so cool.
So this is, you can see even, it starts as a really rough sketch, but then it's like, you got working with this artist, even though we just started working with him, we knew what he was capable of. So it was just, hey, so when we're thinking about this, remember this. And so that leads us to, after several more iterations, so you see that level of detail that gets added, like more and more characters, because you got to think, even though this is a kid's puzzle, that doesn't mean you can kind of say, it's just for 60 pieces. That's still, you still want the same experience for a kid as you would an adult puzzle. So you can even see in those big stages, a lot of change happens.
That's so cool. I'm going to agree with our nuts in the chat saying Ravensburger definitely does equal the gold standard of puzzles. Like, that is amazing, even for a kid's puzzle. Like,
I would do that, yeah.
Yeah, right? I love that. I agree. I would do that. That's probably up our speed, honestly, on puzzling.
My speed.
Yeah, so what we're really trying to do is, even for kids' puzzles, is just look at what themes are out there, what do we know is successful in our line, and say, okay, what's the next step in that? Because It's like with space, how many times can you show the planet? So it's, okay, well, what's the next level of that? Like construction vehicles. And so our thought process was, well, let's see what happens when we combine the two. It's also kind of looking to the future of what maybe we'll be doing.
Cool. I love that.
And then this one is for, so this was a guy we actually met on Reddit. So I reached out to this artist. It was a top post on the art subreddit, actually. And I said, hey, love your work. How would you feel about doing a puzzle? And so he actually sent us some sketches of taking, we said, hey, can you take this artwork and make it into a puzzle? So we was sending progress shots. And so you get to see, and this is all hand-drawn with colored pencil.
Wow.
So this is called typefaces. And so what I'll do is I'll show you like this. So if you look, you can actually see each of their faces is a letter in the alphabet. So I believe this guy is K. So it's subtle, but it's like, it's a very clever use of that. And just working with this guy has been awesome. His work is just incredible. Like the level of detail, I'll go back to the up close one. Like it's just really cool to look and see. This is colored pencil, hand drawn. And it's just unique. It's a different style, but it's still, you still have all those little details that are really cool to look at those pieces.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
And that was just someone you found on Reddit.
Yep.
I
You
love
never know where
that.
you're gonna, you gotta look. And what's cool is Reddit's kind of like its own crowdsourcing, right? Sometimes you see right away, there's like, this post was the top, so clearly you have a real-time feedback of, this is really successful. Let's talk to them and see what they want to do. Once you start, I guess, once I started working for Ravensburger, I started seeing, you just see like, would that be a good puzzle? Would that be a good puzzle? It's like Terminator vision, only, puzzles.
Now the question is, do our puzzlers also have that? Are you walking around and you just see puzzle pieces everywhere in your day-to-day life of like, that's a puzzle, that's a puzzle?
Well, you kind of are problem solving every time you have to live. So maybe not puzzle pieces, but like problem solving. Yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
All right, we are getting close here. Now, Bonds, I know that you said you had a question for everyone.
Yeah, so my question for all of you puzzlers is, how do you keep your posture correct and your shoulders from aching and your neck from being really sore? Because I've been doing this for maybe like an hour and like I'm already feeling the tension.
Yeah, she says that, and we all.
I know, all of a sudden, all of us. What do you mean? We're not even puzzling, and we're over here.
I've seen
I know.
Fabien has been standing up almost the
Yeah,
whole time,
so-
bending
so-
over.
Yeah, so I always stand. So my typical position when I'm puzzling is like that, and then I always do like the opposite stretch after a while. So I don't complain that much about back pain.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say do stretches before, while puzzling, and after, and it should be good. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good tip.
some yoga, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a sport. It's a sport for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I see a massage therapist. Yeah.
Mhm.
High back chair with a nice cushion and back pillow. Yeah.
One thing that I found when I was doing a huge puzzle that I was working on all day is I would literally just wear my running shoes because they have like a lot of cushioning. So when I'm on the hardwood floor, it helped like me keep my posture the whole time.
Nice. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That's a good tip. Yep. I try to stand up a little bit and walk around, go for a glass of water and come back just to have the excuse to stand up because it's very hard to stop for me.
That's good. You need like a watch or something that like buzzes you like, okay, time to stand.
Yeah, the watch that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, a stand-up
A
table.
stand-up table. Ours is almost like that. It's a little bit taller. It's got higher chairs, but
Yeah.
I usually find myself standing up as well. So I like that idea.
Ooh, ever thought of making like a tilted table, like an artist easel?
Ooh.
I have the IKEA, like some legs that you can adjust the height. So
Yeah.
mine, it's a little bended.
Oh, nice.
So
I like
yeah,
that.
I can see it better.
I will say for our nuts, stay tuned because you may be pleasantly surprised to find Ravensburger is on it.
I love the secrets, the tips.
Yeah.
Karen, we
Hello,
also
Ravensburger.
saw that someone mentioned that you made a puzzling workout video. Tell us about that.
Oh, I did. I mean, it was a little silly, but basically I took a 100-piece
love it.
puzzle, and then I did a plank the whole time I did the edge. I did a wall sit while sorting, and then every 10 pieces I would like have to do a different exercise between the 10 pieces.
Ooh.
And I'll say it was the plank during the edge that really got me. My abs were sore for like 3 days.
Okay, so we all are gonna have to try this and write back to Karen and let her know.
No, we'll
Get all
try it
ready.
on stream next time.
There we go. I love that, Bonds. Okay, so we are kind of getting, as this is so fun, and I'm so sad to have to be like, we have to stop. But before we kind of wrap up, can we get like a progress and an update on all of our puzzles, please?
Yeah, we're seeing some good pieces, but if y'all could show us where you are.
Yeah.
Okay, no joke. As you guys were saying that, I swiped the edge off my cardboard.
Oh,
Oh no!
Go cardboard.
We still believe in your cardboard.
Thank you.
Nate, it looks like you're missing one border piece.
I know. I'm searching.
Very nice. I see. It looks like both Tammy and Fabien both kind of have that window for me, almost kind of in the same kind of area too. Like it looks like they're both missing kind of the same pieces.
Yeah.
Do you want me to? I'll be honest. I have no idea how much has been seen on my screen, so I'm just gonna try to lift up my computer and show you the whole thing.
Whoa!
How's that? Can you see it? Can you see
Yes.
it?
We did have a question. Is Karen finished?
I'd say I'm probably about a third of the way there.
Very, very awesome.
And then Meli as well. You've kind of been working your outside inwards, but it looks like some good progress there.
It looks like you finished your whole border, yes?
Almost some pieces left. That,
Okay.
yeah, I'm still looking for them, but should be there.
I love it. Well, unfortunately, we cannot watch you guys finish on this stream. I wish we could, but there are ways that you guys can still follow them and be able to see their finished product as well as their progress. And so again, for Karen, you can find Karen at Karen Puzzles.
Yeah, Tammy is at Tamelephant Puzzles _puzzles.
Yes,
on
underscore
Instagram.
puzzles, yeah. And then Meli is at Puzzle Nonstop.
Fabien is the Jigsaw Solver,
Yes.
which I love.
Yes, great name. All the names are great. I
All
love
the
them.
names, I know. And then Bonds is on Twitch and Instagram at the Bondsinator.
Yes. So definitely give them a follow and then be able to see their finished products. And we'll see who posts first. I mean, that's the true winner. So Nate, we're going to need to know your Instagram handle as well now.
I'm not on Instagram.
Well, looks like you're out of the
You
competition.
can go to ravensburger.us and get some of my great products that I helped develop.
Yes.
Hey, well,
No.
Also, if you weren't able to catch that as we were kind of saying their names, Ravensburger Global has also posted that into the chat of where you can find all of our puzzler friends and give them a follow as well.
Absolutely. So we want to thank everyone who joined us, all of the wonderful chat that's been happening.
Yes.
But most importantly, we thank all of our puzzlers who spent some time puzzling, talking with us, answering some questions, just generally having a fun time.
Yes. And then just one more call out. There is a giveaway going on. It's live right now on Twitter. Karen has already shared that the puzzle is amazing and you should definitely pick it up. And so what you're going to want to do is head over to that Twitter page, and there are 3 ways to enter to win. And so you'll want to give Ravensburger a follow, retweet their giveaway post, and then like our Ravensburger post in order to enter to win the craft cupboard puzzle.
Yeah. As we close, we hope that you all will join us again. So Chelsea and I and other Ravensburger brand ambassadors stream regularly on this channel, on the Ravensburger Twitch channel. And we do all kinds of Ravensburger board games, Gravatracks, and some other events like this.
Yes.
We'll also be hosting another puzzle hangout coming up in January for Puzzle Month.
Yes.
And so if you're looking for the details on that, which will be coming soon. Then I guess that's all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all, our puzzlers, everyone that made tonight's event as much fun as it was.
I know. And then even though we didn't finish, I do know that Bonds promised a touchdown dance, I believe. So I feel like we all need to do kind of a dance like we did finish our puzzles.
Oh, we finished the border.
Yay! All right.
Thank you all for
Thank you all for joining.